Good morning, guys. Paul here, Paul Phillips Fix. I'm gonna be doing springs on my struts. I'm not replacing the whole strut assembly. These struts are not leaking or anything. The car does not bounce, but it does have 170,000 miles on it. And I know those springs are tired. It kind of bottoms out easy, so we're gonna do the springs. You can buy one of these spring compression strut type sets for about $25 or $30. I will put a link in the video description. I am doing hubs too. Let me just give you a rundown what I did on this car, because you can look up this video if you have a Chevy Impala. I did CV axles. I did the sway bar links, hubs, new rotors. I'm putting new rotors and brakes on the rear because I am doing all the labor and I don't have to pay for the labor charges. One boot was ripped because the sway bar broke, but I replaced both axles. And I had one wheel hub that was bad, so I replaced both wheel hubs because I don't want to do this shit January or February when it's freezing out. And I definitely don't like breaking down and getting stuck on the road. So on this side, I am putting an SKF wheel hub. They are my favorites. I put a Puig on the passenger side because I happen to have one in my basement, brand new. My money is, if they both don't outlast the car, that the Puig will fail before the SKF. I'm sorry I don't have the Puig part number now, but I recommend you get the SKF anyway. Let me see if they got a part number on this box. Okay. The part number for the wheel hub for the SKF is BR930184. That's BR930184. These guys were the inventor of the modern wheel hub assembly, and they are my favorite bearing maker, I swear by SKFs. So let me just throw this on. You're going to need, I believe, let me tell you the socket sizes to do these things. 13 and 15, I believe. I believe it's a 13 mil for the brake caliper. It's a 13 mil for the I'm sorry guys, my camera glitched out. I took the bolts out for the struts. You're going to need a 21 mil impact socket. I used my air hammer to drive those bolts out. I'll show you how these bolts are. You don't need to hold them with a wrench. They got like a spline on them that locks them into the softer aluminum. That's why they have that weird head on them. But put that head where you can access it with a vice grip or something in case it does spin on you in the future. I drove them out with an air hammer on both sides, and I put that wheel hub in. And I thought I filmed that, but it might not have come out. I did that with a 140-pound torque stick. I don't recommend you do that. I think the spec is 120 to 130 on those wheel hubs, but I don't have a 120 torque stick or a 130. I got a 140, so I just ran them in like that. I don't think it's gonna kill it.
10-pound difference on 100 and something pounds of torque is not that much, you know.
Let's see if I got these straight.
Excellent. Coffee, talk, tea.
I'm listening to Libtard Radio, WNPR. All the Trumpers wouldn't like that station, but I don't care what station it is. I'm just listening to babble. Politics is not on this channel. You don't get involved in that bullshit. don't do politics on Paul Phillips. Sorry about the dogs, guys. Okay, that's enough. Easy. I don't know if there are 15. Yep, 15 mil nut on the strut towers. I'm going to put a little PV blaster on these just so I don't chew up the thread. I should have did this the other day. They're not that corroded. They're under the hood there. They're a little protected from the elements. So I'm pretty sure the Nano can handle this job. To bring you guys with me. I don't know where I can put you up here. So I got a 15 mil socket on here, 3 nuts. Same story on this side. I don't even have that turned up. I'm on power 2 and it's zipping them right off of there. I love this little tool. Astro pneumatic tools are reasonably priced, but they are not garbage. They're not reasonable quality. I don't know if you guys ever watched the channel South Main Auto, but he's a professional, good mechanic, one hell of a mechanic, much better mechanic than me. Very good at diagnosing electrical issues and stuff like that. Good troubleshooting skills. He has a lot of Astro pneumatic tools, and that guy is a pro. His garage depends on him working efficiently. He would not want things that are incapable of doing the job properly or not lasting. So go with Astro pneumatic tools. They're really good. Snap-on, total rip-off. I have a Lang leak down tester. I'll probably put that in the tool description too. I'm going to make a whole list of tools up that I use. The leak down tester made by Lang is the exact same leak down tester that Snap-on uses. They just relabel it and triple the price. So don't go for this marketing bullshit, guys. Do some research. Like Walmart batteries are interstate batteries. I use them. This I have Advanced Auto. Auto Light, I think it is. Auto Craft. Platinum and Aero Gold. Because I had a warranty. I think my battery might be dead on my car again. I don't know what's going on. I gotta check if I have some kind of bleed on my juice. So, if it's dead again, there's an issue going on. It'll be another fucking problem. So, alright, let me get these struts out. Gonna have to hang my caliper somewhere now. Don't let it hang on the brake hose. Where am I going to put this? Shit. Get it on that bracket there.
Alda said some people's perspectives of how Icelanders regard elves can sometimes be skewed.
You know, we're a thoroughly modern society, and
do it. Maybe I gotta straighten my wheel out a little bit more.
Culture is in Iceland. There are places that are named after elves or that are connected to folklore in some way or are tied in with these myths that are, a century and a half old or something.
Be careful not to break the boot on your CV axle.
Just, oh wow, the Icelanders are really crazy about elves, huh? That was journalist Jaleesa Castrodale.
You could drop that down and break the boot on your CV axle. That would not be good news. So that's how you get a strut out. Alright guys, I got my spring compression tools on there. Try to get them 180 degrees apart from each other. They do not recommend that you use an impact tool on these. You're supposed to do them with a ratchet or a wrench. I'll say I did that. I hope you believe me. I think I've got all the compression off of that now. I guess I'm going to take that up even more. Let me take that up even tighter. I don't want that thing popping on me when I go to undo it. May as well compress it all the way. Alright, now I'm definitely, I have no compression on there. Be very careful doing this, guys. These springs can kill you. That's a whole shitload of energy right in there. That's enough to kill you if that lets loose. So be very careful when you're working with this stuff. I don't know what size is that. 21 mil on top of the I needed a 21 mil offset wrench, but I don't have that. I got on there with a 22 and it's coming undone. There's a T45 Torx on the top and then a 21 mil nut. Gonna have to turn the inner one clockwise to tighten it, and that'll loosen that nut. Now this tower should come apart and I should be able to get my spring out. I like to stand to the side of these things and not in front of it, because if that lets loose, I don't want it catching me. Now I'm slowly going to release this. This is for the top. Stand to the side of that spring, guys. Do not stand in front of it or behind it. Always to the side. Going on level 1, nice and easy. Gonna back it off nice and slow. I'm paying attention to the positioning. Let me try not to talk over that. I'm paying attention to the positioning of my spring tools on the spring so I can set up the new spring in the same position. Gonna go that way. Setting that up, trying to get it close to where it's gonna be. I'm actually going to take a picture of that. That way I got that angle. Let them off evenly. You don't do it that way, you can wind up bending up your tool. Oh, the libtards are whining. They're crying. What? 2 inches? Already? What, just now? Wow. So it's going to be here any minute probably, right? So we're going to get clobbered here any minute, right? Yeah, that's why I started doing this today. It looked like it wasn't going to happen till later. Oh, they're whining. They're whining. What? What is out? No. So we're going to be here in a minute, right? So we're going to call here in a minute. Yay. Yeah, I'll check my wrench. Alright guys, I ran that. Can't always be the easy way, right? Why would that ever happen? Hey, Cuckoo Head. So this is boring. I don't know, I'll probably fast forward this in the video edit. I'm going to stop the camera because it's just a bunch of twisting and turning. GoPro, stop recording. Okay guys, I got both of those springs on. Now I'm going to try to put the struts back in. Again, be very careful not to slip and hit your CV boot. Wendy, I'm going to need your help here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Wendy, my trusty helper, is coming.
I'm available.
She saves the day all the time. I'm going to be putting a thing through here. I just need you to catch a nut on there. Here's Wendy coming to save the day again.
Okay, what am I
There
doing?
goes a nut.
Okay.
I'll show you. You're going to have to go on that side.
All right.
Through one of these 3 holes, you can catch this one right here. I'm going to stick little
Okay.
studs through there. You just got to
Okay.
put that nut on there, okay?
Okay.
Let me get this up in here. Let me get the camera where you guys can see. It's hard to shoot this. Well, you guys can see too. Wendy's going to be on the top. You're probably going to need a helper to get that strut just fixed up in there. Again, I stress, do not rip your CV boots, especially if they're brand new CV boots.
Can I help guide you, or
I don't know if you
am I
can.
gonna get my?
I don't want to hurt your fingers. I'll get it from down here.
I see it. You're so close. Whoop.
Probably not on the right angle.
Yeah, you're so close. Right there. It's right there. Whoop.
All right, hold on. Don't get your fingers caught.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Hold on a second now. This is kind of rusty. How tight you need it?
Just a few threads so it doesn't fall down. That's good. Good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that it?
I got 2 more.
Okay. I'll help you with the other 2.
You want to tighten with the tool? That'd be cool. I think it would be cool. I'm going to let you use the tool. Here, just start them by hand. Let me set you up with the tool.
I don't have a really good angle though. I'm kind of short, so I don't know if it's.
You'll be okay. You can
right.
get it.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a 6-sided socket. It won't slip. Where's the nut? Is that it?
The loose one? I got the
What
loose
nut
ones
is
here.
that? Oh, you put the nut on backwards, baby.
Oh,
Goes the other way. Don't unscrew it now.
great.
Because the thing will fall. Wendy put the nut on backwards.
Well,
The
it worked
fender
beautifully.
side goes down towards the body.
It worked beautifully.
Yeah, it won't close well though. That would cut into the body and the whole shock would come loose. We can put the other 2 on and then fix that after.
All right.
I'm showing Wendy the right way to go. All right, let me lift that up so you can get that other
All
one
right.
in.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead. No, get the other one first.
Oh,
No, the one that you don't have, the one in
Okay.
your hand. There you go.
okay. You're making me nervous.
Okay, there you go. Now we can loosen that one. That's why it went on weird too, because you're putting it on backwards.
I never said that I was a mechanic.
I know that. All right, now you can tighten them up.
That's all right. You do it.
No, you do it. I want you to do it. Hold on, let me film Wendy doing the auto mechanic here. Okay.
Oh, this is
You
pathetic.
just put this on there. It's gonna make a lot of noise. Get it on there, right? There you go. Squeeze the trigger. It's okay.
This
Go
thing
ahead.
came out.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's going to.
Am I supposed to keep going or?
Do them all. Go around one on each. Give it a short little pop. It'll move. There you go. Try to get the other one. That's fine. Now give him a good shot. Give it a little pop. There you go. Go ahead. There you go, like that. That's good. Torque to spec.
Yeah, but I'd strip this
That's fine.
piece
That's
off.
all right.
I don't want to
worry
do
about
that.
it. It's fine. Supposed to give it a little pop. There you go. On there. Why you strip my nuts?
I'm not. I don't know the pressure. How much pressure to put on the trigger.
There you
Good.
go. I'll check them. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. I got one more to do. I got another one to do. I got to do the other side now.
Alright, that's okay. You go ahead.
I need your help.
Okay.
Same situation. I can't reach the nut.
Stop yelling at me.
I'm not yelling. I'm
Yell at
deaf.
me.
I'm hard of hearing, remember?
Don't yell at me.
I'm hard of hearing.
Alright. Yes,
Hard
dear.
of hearing.
Yes, dear.
You do the nuts. Hold on a second. I need a break.
If I was
Pretty
taller,
awkward
I
here.
can't see.
I know. Maybe if I get might be better. There we go. Okay. See if you can get one.
Our neighbor's on the roof.
Here you go. See if you get one. It's good. That's good. So it's easier to get a position than look from the top. You want me to tighten them?
Yes, please.
You're done?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for your help. Wendy saves the day. Wendy saves the day. Wendy saves the day. Talk to Spec. Now we got to line up the strut. I'm going to straighten the wheel. I think it's straight. Yeah, it looks pretty straight. Let's do Hollywood production. Let's put the light on. I think I'm going to need a 21 mil socket again. And my 1/2-inch drive impact.
Parliamentary inquiry. Chief Chairman of Greens Party MP says time is running out.
Without urgent government action, koalas will become extinct. What that action looks like is preventing the ongoing loss and fragmentation of koala habitat. So that's the biggest threat along with climate change. And governments can do something about both of those.
We had scorched the land that you've lived in for so long.
This is Letty. She came in possibly a year or so ago with chlamydia. She's been treated.
Some koalas suffering
Getting that bolt started, then I'm trying to line this one up a little better.
hospital at Port Stevens, 200 kilometres north of Sydney. Here admitted
There we
with
go.
chlamydia, a disease that can cause pneumonia and infertility. You can't imagine Australia without koalas. Ron Land is the president of the Port Stevens Koala Hospital. As growing towns and cities continue to eat away at the forests where the marsupials live, he says that
Poor
he
marsupials, poor wildlife because of asshole human destructive behavior. I try not to kill anything.
Bushfires, disease and land clearing, while the numbers have dwindled to as few as 11,000 in New South Wales.
This is the new Georges River Koala Reserve. The New South Wales government says its multi-million-dollar wildlife strategy
think I'm home. If you don't have an air hammer, sad for you. Being sarcastic, I've done this without these tools. That's why I have these tools now. I know how much fun it is not to do it without them. Not fun. Always start your fasteners, whether it be bolt or nut, by hand before using an impact tool. That's it, guys. I'm going to use some fluid film or never seize on the face of the wheel hub and probably on the face of the rotor. I don't like my wheels and stuff getting stuck. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of this here.
An old friend is rising into view in the early morning sky, as it does every year.
Do not have to go crazy, just a little bit helps.
It's easy to spot even through the light of the bright moon. Orion the Hunter climbs into good view in the eastern sky by about 4:30 or 5. Look for its belt of 3 stars. They form a short line that points
Slow down corrosion. Keep that from getting rusted on there.
stars. Bright orange Betelgeuse is at 1/4.
Like I said, you don't have to put a lot. A little bit of a smear.
Is at the opposite corner of the box.
I put it on my studs.
The stars in the night sky, those of Orion rise about 4 minutes earlier each night. Orion pops into good view in the morning sky in late July and early August.
Let me get a pair of
and
gloves
rises
on.
earlier day by day. By November, it'll rise before midnight, and by Christmas, the Hunter will be in view all night. The change is caused by Earth's motion around the sun. It takes our planet 23
GoPro, stop
hours to
recording. I'm dying out here, guys. It is hot, humid, sweating so much I can't even see through my eyeglasses. I don't like fucking around with junk on my vehicles, so here's what I went with. These are Bendix Fleet Metlock. They're Fleet Duty Heavy Duty Rotors. So, like I said, I put never seize on the face of the wheel hub. I'm gonna never seize the brake bracket bolts, and I may put a little never seize on the face of the rotor so the wheel does not get stuck there. Look at these. Oh, these got anti-corrosion stuff. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful rotor. These are some heavy son of a bitches. I couldn't even carry both of these out of here at the same time. I had to do it one at a time. Got to line up the hole for your little Torx bolt to hold the rotor on. I forgot about that. What is that, a T35? I don't remember. I'll do that by hand. Get the Torx for that. T30, T35. T30. I got the little Torx screw. It's a T30. Never seize on that too. Never seize on everything. Damn it, I forgot to get a fresh glove. Gotta go get a glove. Do not have to go crazy tightening this on. It cannot back out because the wheel will be on here holding it in. So just snug it up a little bit. That's it, just a little snug. Don't go crazy with that. Let me get a glove. I don't want to get never sees all over my hands. Next time I gotta get 2XL gloves. These XL gloves are a little tight on me. I think I need 2XL. Told you I had man hands. I wasn't lying. Do not get never sees on your brake pads. That would not be a good thing. Start your lugs by hand for a few threads. You do not want to cross thread these. Like that one almost went on there wonky. You don't torque your lug nuts down and you just tighten them unevenly, you can warp your rotors. That's not a good thing. You would not want to warp new rotors, I would not think. I got all of this shit to put away. That's gonna be another half hour crap to clean up. Well guys, thank you very much for watching. I said it before, but I don't know if that got recorded. I love this old Mercedes. I gotta get that other one fixed. That's been laying up way too long. I'm doing damn near entire front end on that. I'll make videos of that. Those will be coming after I get this car straightened out. Black Mercedes, I have to do an expansion valve on the air conditioner. Some of them either have an orifice tube or an expansion valve, one or the other. Those are the only two variants for metering the refrigerant to expand and drop in pressure and turn cold. So I'll be doing a video on that and a video, probably a couple of videos on the front of the Mercedes. I'm doing springs, lower ball joints. What else? Tie rod ends. I did tie rod ends already. I don't remember whether they're new on there or I have to do them. But there's a lot of shit. And the springs, I hit a really bad pothole that actually broke the spring. I'm surprised it didn't break my windshield. It destroyed my tire and I had to replace all 4 tires on the car. But because the New York State Thruway Department has a waiver, they're not liable for any damage that happens on a vehicle between the month of November to April. Isn't that convenient for them? But they still charge me tolls during those months, so it fucks. So, fuck the Thruway Department. I'm sorry, guys, that's what I said. Fuck the Thruway Department. I'm only kidding. Having a little fun. Alright guys, that's it. Take care, stay safe. Thanks for watching. GoPro, whoa, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. I'm sorry guys, I gotta edit this in there somewhere before the end. I told you I was gonna show you how to seat the pads and rotors. So I'm gonna edit that in here before the end somewhere. So I'm gonna take you for a ride to do that, okay? GoPro, stop recording. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to post this somewhere in the front of the video. When you are done, anytime you remove your brakes and you push the pads in the way we did, you have to pump the brakes up before you put the car in gear. You will have no brakes. Your pedal will go right to the floor. So make sure before you start the car and try moving it to keep pumping your pedal until it comes up and gets firm. All right, I'm driving now. I'm doing about 45. I'm speeding. I'm gonna hit the brakes hard. I'm not gonna stop. I dropped down to about 10, 20 miles an hour. Now I'm gonna go fast again. I gotta watch the cops like laying there. Now I'm going to go a little faster again. Doing 60. Braking hard. Braking hard. Do not let the brakes cool off. Want to go again? Brake again. Got to do that about 3 or 4 times. Do not let the rotors cool down. You're trying to get some of that brake pad material in the rotor. And vice versa. So that's pretty much a break-in. Now I'll do a couple of regular stops. I may do 1 or 2 hard ones and a couple of soft ones.
Careful, babe.
My poor dogs are flopping around in the back seat here.
And Henry's coming.
So yeah, I went from 60 down to like 15 miles an hour. Now I'm gonna go down this road. Hopefully it's empty and I can do a couple where I just come to a stop. Then I'll drive and let the rotors cool down. Show you my speed. 50 and a 35, no good.
Did you see that little plow for sale?
No, I didn't.
Wonder if it's something that goes on the...
Yeah, probably a
Lawn
tractor.
tractor.
Or it might be for a ATV, those little four-wheel things.
right.
Yeah. 40 again. Go a little faster. To almost a full stop. All right, now I'm going to drive and let the rotors cool down, and I'll just do my normal stops as I hit a turn and whatnot. So that's it, guys. That's how you do your springs. If your struts are still good, if you got to replace your struts, you would just take them off and swap your springs over. If your springs were still good, or you will buy the components loose and install them the way I did. So thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. It's grown a lot. Yippee to you subscribers. We've got over 2,000 of you guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Any of you guys that have written me know that I respond to everybody that writes me, except absolute jerk-offs that are just trolling. Them I ignore and hope they go away. I don't acknowledge them. I don't let them aggravate me. I just let them piss in the wind. All right, guys. Stay safe out there.
And you might have storm footage coming.
And you might have storm footage. Get your canoes and rafts ready.
Henry's coming.
Henry's here. Starting to rain here now a little bit. You can see it on the windshield. So that's it. My dog's trying to eat the microphone. I got a dead cat. I'll let you see it in the mirror. You see it in the rearview mirror? Dog's trying to eat my microphone. That's not for puppies. That's not for puppies. That's not a toy, Liberty. That's not for puppies. Not for puppies. They're expensive, these little bastards. They've eaten 3 remote controls. What, about 6 pairs of glasses? What'd you say? At least 6 pairs of eyeglasses. Yeah, more than that, because they've gotten some of mine. Probably about 8 or 10.
Boxes,
a lot of papers,
bags,
dog beds, blankets, comforters, right?
Yep. Quilts.
Oh, a whole chest, it's like a big, you can use it as an end table. It's almost like an oversized ottoman that you can store stuff in.
Storage
nice
chest.
Yeah, with a storage chest with a cushion on it. That's garbage now. They destroyed a $2,000 couch. Climbing up on that, the leather's torn on that. Yep, on the leather couch. So they're rescues. We love each of them. We got 3 of them here. The oldest one is Coco. She's 11 and a half years old. She was heading to the pound. I met her in a college campus and I fell in love with her right away. We were playing fetch and that dog just took a liking to me, and I called Wendy and she gave me the all clear. We had Honey then, who was a pug poodle. She looked nothing like a poodle, but her fur was really soft, beautiful, fawn color, and her face was a little less flat than a pug. Gorgeous dog. We had her for 15 and a half years. That was Wendy's best friend. If I talk about Honey too much, she'll start crying again. Still crying a year after she's gone. But they're part of the family. You guys that are animal lovers know exactly what I'm talking about. They are part of the family. They bring a lot of joy. So these guys got it good. They eat fresh chicken every day, shitload of treats. They are spoiled rotten. So I didn't like the way my boot looked on the CV joint. I forgot to fix that before I drove the car. I'm hoping it resettled itself. I got to take a look at that. I do have to take a look at that. I'm going to turn around here. Making an illegal turn. This car is riding so much better, Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh, it handles so much better with the sway bar on it. Brand new sway bar. Car's got brand new sway bar links. 2 wheel hubs. 1 SKF, 1 Moog. My money's on the SKF lasting longest. Brand new CV axles and brand new springs. It's also got some transmission bushings that I put in and seals on here. I've done a lot of work on this car. Wendy can tell you, I meticulously maintain our vehicles, do I not?
Absolutely.
Oil
100%.
changes right on time. You look up there, I got a sticker.
He's very German.
I'm very German. Much precision. All about precision, guys. Precision and on time. I want to do 100 and pass him. Car handles so much better now. It's not wallowing on the turns. Car's good, maybe. You want to drive it and feel the difference?
No, that's okay.
I'm not speeding.
Good. There's a house for sale I wanted you to see because it's got a huge garage with look like a park barn.
Like a barn?
Like big garage with an upstairs.
Got room for a lift there.
Looks like it. It was right down the street from us. Actually, it was right off of on Guilderland, but it was the good part.
If we bought something like that and the floor wasn't thick enough, I just have to chop part of the floor out
right
and pour
and
a
put
slab.
up like a slab.
Pour a slab in the floor. Yeah.
Platform or whatever.
Yep. And then put the lift on that.
Right. Well, if we could find a place with a big building, that's half the battle, as far as I'm concerned. Because the building is going to be the most expensive part.
Yeah.
You know, even a steel building
Well,
is going to cost you
the steel building is going to cost you
15.
probably all in insulation and all the work and everything, probably $10,000. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking 15 actually, because I
Well,
know
with
you.
the lift, with the lift.
I
yeah.
know you. No, I know you. You're going to want. It's going to have.
Well,
to be,
heat, air conditioning.
You're
right?
gonna want it all, and it's gonna have to be a certain size because we're gonna want extra space.
No, I'm gonna want room for like at least 3 cars because I got to do the
That's
motorcycle.
right. You want
too.
room for the cars. You're gonna want room for storage. You're gonna want a little work area. It's gonna be big.
I need room for my motorcycle lift too.
Right.
Gotta have
Because
my
you're a
motors-
press.
I am a press. this. Paul is spoiled rotten. All the babies of the family, which is me included, are spoiled rotten. I'm one of the babies. All spoiled rotten. Wendy's a little spoiled too.
Very.
Yeah, a little bit. She's a professional shopper. Where's my mod?
I don't know. Where'd you leave it?
Holy shit. Did I leave it on the hood of the fucking car? I wouldn't have left without my mod. Maybe I did leave without my mod because I was worried about the camera and the dogs. It's alright. Going back home anyway. Hope I didn't leave it on the
Think
hood
it's still
of
on
the
the
car.
hood of the car?
Not the way I was
Still on
driving.
the roof? I think you would have seen it fly off.
Yeah. I would have heard it.
Yeah. I would hope so. Alright, now, it's going to be on your left.
What, the house?
Yeah.
Is this the one with the big barn?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's got a big building in back. Yeah.
Oh, right
The
here.
house looks small itself, but the building in back is big. I don't know how small. I'm not sure how far up it is. It's not far from us. Just look for a for sale sign on your left. All right, slow down, slow down. I'm not sure if this is the one or the next one. There it is.
That's it.
That's it.
It's got a 2-car garage.
It looked kind of, at the time I thought it was kind of taller though.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
need something high enough to raise the
Yeah.
lift.
Yeah, that's for sale too. What is everybody getting out of Dodge?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, because houses are going for so much now.
Yeah, maybe
They're
it's
probably making quite the profit if they have somewhere else to go.
They could be old, going to an apartment
Yeah,
or something, you know, but downsizing.
Right. Depends on what area you're moving to. Also, you know, you could move to an area that's not going up as high as
Yeah, they could
your
go to
area.
another state or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
We want to win lotto and go to Europe. Because they have aluminium over there.
Aluminium, you love saying that word.
I love aluminium.
Ooh,
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
ooh, that was scary.
Jesus Christ.
That was scary.
People are fucking stupid, aren't they?
They're terrible drivers.
How
Terrible.
could she not see a red car? Oh, when I'm on a motorcycle, I'm amazed at how fucking stupid.
What
men-
surprises me, it's not even the youngest people that are bad.
I
It's
know.
the older people. I'm like, what is going on?
This bump is- Oh, so much better. Watch this. Car used to bottom right out on this.
Oh, did they fix that? No.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
See how much better?
Yeah. No, that's a big difference.
Huge.
Mm-hmm.
Huge difference. Look. Well,
hurt.
that was a big bump, but that was still, but that would have been BAM with the other springs, you know?
I did my...
Yeah, that would have really slammed with the other springs. My mod would have fell off over here somewhere.
Yeah, clouds are coming in. I'm glad we're not getting the wind.
Yeah, me too.
We'll get a lot of rain, though. Oh, you want to check that storm drain? Before we
the
go in?
storm drain, yeah.
Or we'll deposit the dogs and go check it out.
Why's the air conditioner not cold?
I turned it down because...
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I thought it was going to make too much noise for you.
Doesn't feel ice cold like it usually does. Where's that? Fucking compressor running? My air conditioner is usually ice cold.
Feels pretty cold to me.
Doesn't feel cold enough to me.
Really?
There it is, yeah, it's good.
I was going to say maybe it's just the humidity, too. It's so hot and humid that...
It's
that
cold.
was fighting
It's
it,
cold.
you know?
Yeah. It's good.
Did you want a sip of water?
No,
I brought it in.
I gotta
but
get the
never-
puppies out of the back.
Okay.
Hope I didn't lose my mind. I don't know. I'm just letting you guys hang out for a little while. Went for a ride. All right, guys. See ya.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Bye. GoPro, stop recording.